So as we move away from thinking strictly about our existing projects, as many of you have heard, we are going to have an open call for projects which will open in August. And I also wanted to remind everyone that we have a policy guide that relates to our discretionary funds projects. And this was adopted by the CRTPO board in February of this year. So this is a brand new policy document. It was developed with a work group of members of the TCC as well as staff. And so in this document, you're going to find a good overview that will help prepare for submitting applications and administering projects. It isn't a be-all and end-all. I know that NCDOT has a lot of great resources as well, but we do want to put that out there to help folks as they get ready for this process. As I mentioned, this will open in August, and it will be an application for new projects as well as existing projects that are requesting shortfall funds. And the presentation videos that relate to the administration of your locally administered projects, which is also the same as a discretionary funded project. We use those interchangeably. That will be available, and the presentations themselves will be available. We do have some important decisions to make about how this process will roll out. We have a group called the Project Oversight Committee that makes these decisions and that basically finalizes what is going to be in the application itself, and a lot of those details will start rolling out in July to let folks know what to expect. So there is a timeline that was also approved as part of the policy document that I also want to draw your attention to. You can find that in the document itself on the website. And so what we've accomplished so far this spring has been to hold our first call for project shortfall requests, and that is currently going through the process of being approved by the CRTPO's TCC and board. And then up next we have the call in August, and that window will close at some point in October, and the scoring decisions will be made by the end of the year. So then just to continue on that time frame, that this will always be a rolling funding schedule. Those awards will be presented to, award recommendations will be presented to the TCC and the board in January and February, and then we will have some processes involving the amendments to the TIP and the STIP to go through, and then they will be officially considered awarded to the jurisdictions. Just a quick overview. Some of you have seen the presentations that we gave as we were looking to adopt our discretionary policy document. And so the sorts of information that you'll be able to find in that document are really a run through of what makes a project eligible. And this is just a quick summary, a quick graphic depiction of that section of the discretionary policy document. The project budget is obviously an area that folks are heavily concerned in making sure that they are presenting good quality cost estimates. Bless you. And so part of our process in developing the discretionary policy document was to approve of a contingency percentage that is applied to projects. And so you'll find a description of that in the document. And the purpose is to hopefully encounter fewer cost overruns and fewer project shortfalls in these new projects. And really to keep the projects more on budget. So there's more in the document. And again, we also developed some funding principles about how we're approaching the awarding of projects. That is found in the document, as well as details on how projects will be scored for project readiness, what we're looking at as far as what we want you to describe in how quickly a project is ready to actually authorize and then spend the funds that are awarded to it. And if you have any questions, we definitely like to hear from you ahead of time. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you're confused about. You can reach out to me or Neil or any other members of CRTPO staff, and any members of the Project Oversight Committee can also let you know how the process is coming along. But like I said, we'll be sending out some updates in July. Anything I forgot, Neil?
No, that covers it.